Hello, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, greetings. You're watching me drawing a picture of my nan's house. Enjoy. That's a homemade peanut butter and oat cookie. Vegan as well. Pretty good. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing alright. Hope you're following your dreams. Don't know what this video is going to be about. Let's start with following your dreams, eh? To be honest, I've been wanting to talk about something that keeps kind of like popping up on some of the videos that I've been watching and popping up in areas of YouTube that I've been watching. It's been sort of interesting me, kind of, in a way. And to be honest, I didn't really know what video to talk about it over. Why not this one? I thought I videoed myself drawing this house. You can go back, watch some other videos of me doing buildings. I did a project called Invisible Cities, and it was based off the book Invisible Cities. It's a book about Marco Polo writing letters about cities and places that don't actually exist. So it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of nice descriptive things. So it's a good book to draw from. Yeah, so the thing that I wanted to talk about was concept art. It was kind of like concept art / following your dreams. I've always been into drawing and stuff and art, but yeah, I'm not one of these people who sort of said, oh, I've been drawing forever, I've been drawing my whole life. I kind of think, sure, I was drawing. I feel like lots of kids in primary school, when they're like 10 and under, draw. Everyone does a bit of drawing, don't they? You know, I got into manga, got into anime, did that sort of thing in like secondary school. And then I felt like it got to A-levels, which is, it's in the UK. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what your schooling system is. But in the UK, you go primary school, secondary school, college is where you do your A-levels, and then you go to uni after that. It was only until I was deciding what I wanted to do for my A-levels where I was like, hey, you know what? I kind of like art. So I was like 16 before I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to properly go for it. I'm going to go for doing this whole art thing. And then from then, it's been a sort of, I've always kind of known the trajectory that I want to go in. I chose to do fine art and graphic design at A-level. So I did fine art, graphic design, maths, and geography. Crazy. Hey, this video is turning into a, here's some info about me. I probably should make this into a proper video sometime. Like one of those draw my life. Imagine if I did a draw my life. That was kind of a weird trend, wasn't it? It was alright. Here's just me now verbally saying I want to do more like tags and meme and Q&A videos. I think that'll be alright. They're fun. I like them. I like watching them. Everyone likes watching them. You know, people want to find out stuff. But I just haven't had the urge yet to do it, but maybe I will. Maybe this will be the turning point. Anyway, fine art and graphic design at A-level. Then I did an art foundation, which I didn't mention, that you do even before uni. Art, if you want to do art, you kind of should probably do an art foundation, which is just 1 year. That was when I like combined fine art, when I was doing a lot of painting and portraits, and graphic design, where I was doing a lot of like digital stuff. Fused them together. And I was like, hey, you know what? Illustration is the way to go. Where you can do anything pretty much and call it illustration. Tends to have a story, but sometimes it doesn't. If it's abstract illustration, don't need no story. So I applied to do illustration with a little bit of animation. There is like an animation module to my, what there was to my uni degree. And here you are. So I've always been doing illustration. Throughout this time, in the back of my mind, you know, my kind of goal originally, I'd always sort of thought like this is, I want to be a concept artist. I want to work in video games and films. I want to do the drawings, the designs for environments, characters, outfits, objects, things for video games and film. And to a certain extent, I still do. I am implementing that into portfolio pieces that I am, you know, actively trying to get work from. You know, I am freaking doing it. I've had commissions and, you know, I've done a few. I've only just graduated, you know, it's only been a year. I feel like people need to chill out a little bit. Like, I think there's a lot of hype about graduating and like getting a job, and basically it's tough, it's hard, But there's always going to be work out there. It's just slow. It's very slow. There's probably like 1 in a million people instantly get their dream job from uni. But yeah, I have done a few bits and bobs. I have done some concept art. I have done this and that. And I'm like doing it at a stage where I can, and B, I'm doing what I want, which is like 2D and sketching. Now this is me kind of in a roundabout way. What I was trying to get to in this video was that my dream has always been concept art. But if I really look into what I want to do, like forgetting about job titles and forgetting about there's a thing called being a concept artist, forgetting about that, what I want to do is create characters, create stories, create worlds in any way that manifests itself. So that could just literally be writing. That is writing, that is drawing, that is animating, that is so many designing, that is so many different things. And it doesn't have to be concept art. My goal has definitely shifted. And this isn't really even my final point. I guess this is why people write stuff down, because you end up just meandering and saying loads of shit without getting to your point, eh? Oh, I've just realized I've got my work t-shirt on. Hello, I'm back now. Dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams, but be prepared for those dreams to change. That's point number 1. Analyze what your dreams are. If your dream is, I want to be a footballer, World Cup's on, topical, is that really what you want to do? You want to be a footballer, or do you want to be a footballer coach? Do you want to be, I don't know, just an athlete in general? Do you just want to do sports? Do you want to be a teacher? You know, I feel like people pinpoint things to one profession rather than pinpointing why they want to be it and then focusing on that. Concept art is very niche. Still want to do concept art, but in reality, as a human being, all I want to do is draw. So that could be anything for starters. I just want to draw for money, because we capitalism, bro. You know, we gotta survive in this fishbowl. Fucking capitalism shit, isn't it? It sucks. I hate this. People always saying it's shit. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And there's always someone in the comments like, oh no, but you're trying to get money. Capitalism has made so many great things. And it's like, sure, yeah, but not capitalism itself. People make great things. Just because we're following the rules of capitalism, my one complaint is that people have won the race. That's my biggest point. People are always saying like, oh, capitalism allows all this competition, healthy competition. You know, you can do whatever you want, follow your dreams and make what you want and then sell it and make money and you can be your own man. But also, people have won, all right, this competition. Coca-Cola have won. Amazon have won. Apple have won. There's no one else that's going to make something that's equal to them in the fields that they are. They've dominated. That's it. The 1% have won capitalism, the game. So you stop defending it just so you can compete at your tiny little level, because the whole of capitalism is fucking everything up. Let's go back to the point, eh? Shall we go back to the point? So follow your dreams, but be prepared for them to change. Now let's have a look at this concept art thing. One thing I will say is that after doing a lot of research and like, you know, I've made it to an extent. I've done some projects that are basically concept art. I've done some drawings. I've had some commissions. It's awesome. But when you look at the wider picture of the industry and what it is, 9 times out of 10, concept art isn't an artist sketching out what they want. The studio or the company or the person want photorealistic, highly rendered piece of art, you know, that they can use to base off stuff. So that means photo bashing, using photos for texture. It's cool. That is what concept art is. It's going to be very rare for you to be this like 2D comic artist to be hired to do concept art for your 2D comic art. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying photo bashing is bad. I'm not saying using photos in concept art is bad. That's what it is. But it's not what I want to do. I can't render to a high standard. Maybe one day I will. But my goal isn't to render to a high standard. I'm not one of these people who is using my digital art to do highly super CG, highly rendered, you know, spaceships and cars and people. You know, there are people out there who fucking love it and they're super talented and they're going for it. I love my 2D stuff. I love my flat colors. I love my line work. I can do quick thumbnail sketches that are concept art, but they're not really in the same ballpark as what professional concept artists do. I don't know where that came from. That's been like dwelling that as, and now I've unleashed. I feel like this is just a drawing of my nan's house, and I've just unleashed this rant to you about dreams and concept art. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this peanut butter cookie. Probably do some drawing. Sorry for the rant. I hope you stay a while though. Share this video with your friends. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Do art. Draw. Do it. Imagine if this was in the front page of YouTube. Can you imagine if this was trending? It's just not going to happen, is it?